This is a guy who at one point they thought might lose the leg entirely. Jeff Darlington, what are you hearing about the possibilities that Alex Smith could wind up the starting quarterback in Washington?
Well, let's be very clear here, Greeny. He still remains on the physically unable to perform list. So while he is out there, he's still not with the team. So the competition right now is, if you want to call it that, is still between Dwayne Haskins and Kyle Allen. And everybody expects Haskins to win this, that this competition is instead used to fuel Haskins. Haskins is the future of this organization. And the suggestion of otherwise not only is basically an admission of fault, but also just not quite true in the thinking of the organization at this point. If Alex Smith can add to that competition, great. But by no means should we be anticipating or expecting Smith to become the starter over Haskins at this point. This is nothing more than a motivational story right now, with a really good potential to have a great backup quarterback for Dwayne Haskins this season.
And listen, I mean, you would have to be, couldn't be a human being if you weren't rooting for Alex Smith to get back and
no doubt
live his life however it is he wants to live it. But Jeff, as far as Jeff Saturday, as far as the best long-term interests of the organization, it is, regardless of what Alex Smith can do, to get the kid Haskins on the field, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this is Dwayne Haskins' job to lose, in all honesty. I mean, he has. Obviously, last year was not what he wanted his first year. I think he was seven touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But ultimately, they want to see if this guy can lead this football team. You know, it's a new regime. Ron's in there. He's going to get this team going, excited. Well, you have a new young quarterback. You're going to try to add with him. Now, can Alex Smith bring other intangibles to him as well in the quarterback room, in meetings, helping him progress, and how quickly he can adapt to the NFL and get better at it? I definitely think so. But this is Dwayne Haskins' job. He has got to take this thing over. The team has to believe in him. The guys around him, not only the leadership, but on the field play has to improve. But this is his job. Make no mistake.
It's worth pointing out that almost none of the people who were involved in selecting Dwayne Haskins in the first round are still in place. That would, of course, be with the exception of the man who owns the team. That said, Louis Riddick, what's your take on all of this?
Look, Alex Smith is one of the great comeback stories. Will go down as one of the great comeback stories in the history of sports, Greeny. Look, he is one of those guys whose character and his work ethic and his leadership is unmatched in all of sports. Talk to the people in Kansas City, Andy Reid, Rick Burkholder, the trainers down there. They will tell you this guy is top notch. It's A+++. He was a big factor in terms of the development of Patrick Mahomes, both on the field and off the field. That being said, look, I would be taking it so slow with him. Look, this is a human story more so than a football player story. Just protect the young man as best you can, because you know right now, I mean, you can see he has always had in his mind he wants to come back and play. He wants to defy odds in every way, shape, or form. You almost have to protect him from himself. And I agree with Jeff about this. This is Dwayne Haskins' year, period. He has put in the work. He has put in the time. They have tried to surround him with better weaponry, and without a doubt, they have tried to surround him with a better culture, because he was put in a situation last year. I don't care who you are, you were destined to fail. This is his time. He needs to seize it, because if he doesn't, it's all on him. It's on him. He's put in the work. It's on him now.
All right, we'll see what happens. Again, if you watch this show, you know I've been a believer in Dwayne Haskins going back to his days at Ohio State. Let's see if he can prove it this season. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.